What's up, babe? Coming live today because I wanted to do another mini training for you because I got the word that some of you liked my last one. So we're going to keep running with this theme of like mindset tips and tricks, but also like really tangible personal development stuff that can help you change your life. Zen motorcycle maintenance, welcome to the combo. Great to see you. So this topic came up. I'm going to walk you through a fun activity that I've done several times in my life that has really helped me change some behaviors that I just wanted to get rid of. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Hey, because we all have these things that aren't great for us, behaviors and habits that we want to change. But this training is particularly for the sticky ones that we've tried multiple times and we can't seem to get ourselves out of and just redirect into like a positive, healthy behavior that we want to engage in. And this came up for me recently. A really dear friend of mine has been having some health challenges come up, and she has tried multiple times to kind of make these changes, and it's been really tricky for her. So I was like, babe, I got you. Let me do a training about it. But I am not one to talk the talk without walking the walk. So I've done this activity a couple times in my life, and then most recently I did it a couple days to refresh my brain because I'm like, I'm not going to teach you something of this change, and then also how like the questions, the tangible stuff that's going to be like a fun activity to do, and then you can sort of evaluate for yourself and then go ahead and go make those changes, which would be amazing. So this behavior change stuff can be really hard, and let me tell you, you're not alone. This is, see you later. This is something that we've all gone through at least at some point in our lives. But it's really, our brains are wired so that change is really hard. And there's a ton of like reasons for this, cool brain science reasons, but also evolution. So a really great way to look at this is that there are two main drivers in psychology and like human behavior. So the first of those is that decisions in our life are made either to avoid pain or to drive us towards pleasure. And if you want to reflect on anything in your life, any decision you've made or any kind of career that you've chosen to follow, any way you spend your time, it's either going to be because you're avoiding pain or you want to find something good, something juicy that you're looking forward to. And we all have these conditioned ways that hold us back, that kind of make these habits really ingrained in who we are, and that's why they're really hard to change. So we always have to look at these behaviors as you've got to decide what it is you want. What do you really, really want from making this change in your life? And you have to get super real with yourself and figure out what is holding you back from getting you where you want to be. And that can be a little bit of internal searching, but the key here from personal experience, do not judge yourself for not being where you want to be. This is more of a fact of just realizing, kind of labeling it and moving on as like a self-discovery piece. So we always talk about endlessly what we don't want in life. So I want this activity to really help you focus on what you do want in life. And that's obviously you want this behavior for some reason. So, for example, we don't want to be controlled. We don't want to be told what to do. We don't want to do this, do that. You don't want to be unhealthy. Let's focus here on what we do want. And it is a lot more helpful and positive to focus on what you do want out of life. And when you focus on that, your energy goes to that, and then you get further, faster, kind of on your journey, right? So we got to be honest on why we don't have this behavior already, and then we need to dig deep to find those reasons why we don't have that. And then we must create the force that is basically going to make us make that change. And basically you take those insights that we discovered, and I'll go through some questions here so you can do it for yourself. And you're going to take those insights and basically craft a really compelling reason why you must make that change. And also why the act of staying the same in your constant state of being is going to be really unpalatable and undesirable for you. Zoe, what's up? Welcome to the convo. And so this is how we do that, right? So we're going to reframe this new behavior into something that we really want. And we're going to shift this old behavior that we've currently been doing into something that we don't want. Hey, and it's fun because when we change that old behavior into something that totally sucks, it's going to make our brains associate that with a negative thing. So we're not going to want to do it anymore. It's going to make us feel like kind of icky and like it's going to be painful to do that old stuff. So then we will feel like we're not aligned with our dreams, goals, and visions for who we want to be in life. So here are the questions I want you to ask yourself. So part one here, we're going to be talking about how do we associate pain and nasty stuff with that existing behavior. What will it cost me if I don't change? Ultimately, what will you miss out on in life if you don't make this shift? What is this already costing me mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually? Again, the idea of this is to make it so that our brains associate nastiness with the fact that we haven't made that change, and it really makes it so that putting off that change, like we don't want to do it anymore. Like we want to do it as soon as possible. We want to engage in that new fun thing. So part two is going to be these pleasure-inducing questions. Amy, what's up? Welcome to the chat. We're talking about how to make lasting change in your life. So we're about halfway through. Part two, so we're associating happy, goodness, joyfulness with this new behavior, this new pattern of living that we want to do. So these are the questions. If I do change, how will this make me feel about myself? Okay, I'll try to stay quiet, Amy. What kind of momentum will I gain in my life by making this change? What other changes will I accomplish? How will this impact my family and friends? And how much happier will I be now that I've made the change? So these self-reflection questions are going to give you some clarity to help you figure out what you're missing out on by not doing this new positive behavior. And it's also going to let you realize what you have to gain as well. So a lot of the time with negative behavior or like all this ingrained thought patterns, we're always like, man, if I try and do this new thing, if I change my diet, if I start working out, if I do further education, then like maybe I'm going to lose out on this other thing, okay? But we want to focus on what you're also going to gain, but also not from that one activity, but like the momentum of making that change, because that's going to overflow to a crap ton of other things in your life. So the next thing is you want to interrupt the pattern of behavior that sort of leads you down that rabbit hole. And you can do this by changing your physiology, which is really like changing how your body is moving, changing your energy, changing your vibration. Johnny, what's up? Good to see you. And we're having a convo about how to make lasting change in your life. And changing your physiology is can be like done in an instant. So I'm talking about like put on music, dance to a song, do some jumping jacks. Just like if you're sitting, stand up, move around, change your body. It can be a matter of changing your voice, sing a song, say something silly. I don't know, say a random word that is fun for you. It basically changes that thought pattern, and it's going to help rewire those neural pathways to help you focus on this new positive behavior. And then from there, we want to focus on finding an alternative reaction. So a lot of our brains are going to be used to like cause and effect. Like when I think this thing, I'm going to do this behavior. We need to scramble that And we need to find a really empowering activity instead of a disempowering activity to basically give our brain something to land on. Oh yeah, giving me the the muscle emoji. I love that emoji. And so our brains, they need to land on something positive, basically gives us something to like focus on so that we're not like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. I'm going to do that other thing that I used to do. So now we reinforce this behavior. We basically start to condition ourselves into a new way of being. And when I talk about reinforcing behavior, I'm talking about rewarding yourself consistently for doing a good job by making this change. So you don't want to set a goal and say like, okay, in a year's time when I've reached like X amount of whatever, like I'm going to have a party because I did a good job. You need to have consistent rewards for yourself, whatever it is. It might just be like something small, but you want to kind of be patting yourself. Oh, bye, Zoe. Great to see you. Oh my gosh. Oh, babe, I love you. I love you. Okay, thank you. We'll talk soon. We'll talk soon. And then we want to reward ourselves. So pat yourself on the back. You're doing a good job every single day. I know you are. You just gotta like tell yourself you are doing that. Even schedule time into your calendar every day to celebrate your success. Be like 9 a.m. I did that thing. I did my morning practice. Like, congrats. I'm going to have my favorite cup of tea, or I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes or whatever that is. Okay, gorgeous. So that is a mini training on how to create lasting change in your life. And I've done this personally. I find it really powerful. My goal, my aim for this community is to always provide you with helpful, inspiring content that not only helps you ride motorcycles, but also helps you change your life as well. And I want you to comment below if you did this activity, if you need a little bit extra help, or if you have questions, or if it didn't make any sense. Send me a DM and let me know what your questions are. Oh, what's up? Mom's here. Hey, Mom. I'm just at the end of the training, so you have to rewatch it. But hi, Mom. Everyone say hi, Mom. That's awesome. So I just finished the training, but I want to just let you all know that I love you so much and I'm rooting for you. And remember that you have everything you need in this moment right now to change your life. Never forget that, babe. I love you. I'm rooting for you, and you have a great day.